What up? Welcome back to Cool Kid TCG. Today we're coming at you with purple Luffy versus yellow Katakuri. Katakuri is a very strong deck. It's kind of like fallen out, but not a lot of people have been playing it as much, but still a very strong deck. Used to be one of the best decks, maybe the best deck in the game. We're going to mull this hand because there's a lot of 2Ks. We won the dice roll. We're going first. We're looking for some 4-drops and some Luffy Taros. But yeah, Katakuri's effect is if he puts a Dawn on and he swings, he gets an extra 1k power, and he gets to look at the top life of either his life or my life, and they can put it on the top or the bottom. Katakuri is yellow. It's going to rely a lot on triggers and trying to set up some, plays off of their life. And as well as they have access to 10 cost Big Mom, which when they get to 10 Dawn, they can play and pop one of my lives and heal. So kind of like a ticking time bomb on this game. We're a very aggressive deck. This is a favorite matchup for us, I believe, because we're going to be aggressive. We're going to be able to kind of take control of the game before they can start spamming some big bombs. This is a great hand. We get an opening loss. We get to search top 4. And our choices are grabbing the 9 cost Luffy or the 2k. I believe we're going to go with we're looking it through. We're going to go with the 2K. We did consider the 9 cost just because we want to be aggressive, but I figured the 2K is probably better. We do have Zoro Juro. He goes 2 Dawn and passes immediately. We have Zoro Juro and Luffy Taro, so we're pretty set. We're going to do our standard swing 5 into life. He takes. No trigger. Good first start. We ramp, play the Zoro Juro out, and we're going to search top 5. We can grab another Luffy Taro, 2Ks as our choice, or we could grab the 7 cost Sanji. We're going to end up grabbing the Luffy Taro just so we have another one. We can continually keep doing our crazy combo if we need to. He gets to his 4 Dawn turn, taps 2 for a banish Luffy or banish Nami. He grants banish, and he's going to swing 8 into life, 2 Dawn on the Katakuri, but an extra 1k power. Give him 2 2Ks. Don't want to take the banish. We go to our 6 Dawn turn, and we're going to plan here is we're going to ramp and then play Luffy Taro into either Sangoro or Zoro Juro. We have both options. Oh, it's just the Sangoro, actually. I thought we had another. We swing 6. He gives us a 2k. And then we swing 5, and he gives us a 1k. We leader effect 7, get the Gum Gum Giant, and we go Luffy Taro Sangoro, and we turn it on. Everything's looking really good for us. Everything's going according to plan. This is pretty much the dream start, and we have a 2k in hand to defend a couple attacks. So we'll see how this goes. He's at 6 Dawn. He drops starter deck Lin Lin, which we have a choice of either I pop a life or I discard 2 cards. Here's where I make, I believe, a horrible mistake. I probably, I was thinking really desperately I want to keep the Sangoro Luffy Taro alive, and I shouldn't have done that. I should have thought to myself, my board's already full enough. Let me keep the Gum Gum Giant in case I need it for the defense, but I get rid of it and the Law Searcher, mainly just so I can keep the 2k, and I got the Luffy Taro Sangoro alive. He swings into life, and we give him the 2k. Now we're at 8 Dawn. We could Luffy Taro Sangoro again. Our other option is drop the blocker. So we swing 5 into life, draw a card. We got another 6 into life. The effective Sangoro on attack, we get to swing. Trigger, he triggers the Pero Sparrow. He has to trash a card, and he gets another swing on board. We swing 6 into life. He's at 3 life. He takes, no trigger. We swing 8 into life. He takes, no trigger. And then we're thinking it through of what we want to do. But yeah, I think the idea here is we could Put some Dawn on. We're thinking about whether we could play the Nico Robin blocker and the Luffy Taro Sangoro. But actually, no, we can't do that. We're at 8 Dawn. I think that's what we're thinking. Let's just swing. We swing 5 into life, and he triggers a Cracker. Cracker is a card that if you give it a Dawn and you're less life, it gains double attack. Here's where I think I make a huge mistake as well. I should ramp and put all the Dawn on Law and swing. He has 4 cards in hand. I could swing with a ramp 11 for life. So if he has 3 2Ks plus 1K counter, he could counter out of it. That would take his entire hand. And I'm just nervous about this. I'm thinking to myself, my board state's insane. I should have been more fearful of the Cracker, but I thought to myself, I have a Nico Robin blocker. Let's change the plan. So what I end up doing is I'm going to Luffy Taro into the Nico Robin. Yeah, so we tap 7, Luffy Taro into Nico Robin blocker. And I'm thinking, oh, you know what? Let's just play it safe. This is the safest play probably. We keep 1 up for Gum Gum Giant that we don't have, but maybe we'll get 1 off of life. And this is just me also forgetting that this deck runs 2000 volts Amaru, which is a card that if you can rest a blocker, depending on if you're at 0 or 1 life, I believe, which is what he's going to drop. And that was one of the cards in his hand. If I would have put all the Dawn on Law and swung, I would have won. But I got scared about that. And I think it was in my head a little bit from previous games where I've gone for game at the wrong time and just wanted to play it safe. So this is what I thought was the best play. It's going to end up biting me. I'm going to end up losing this game. A very quick game. He's thinking the sequence through of everything. The reason he needs to do the sequence is because that Cracker has double attack and he needs to make sure he hits that Cracker at the right time to get rid of 2 of my life. So he plays Amaru, he rests my Nico Robin blocker, and he buffs Leader up 3. I'm really hoping that I can somehow counter out of that Cracker swing, like if he swings 7 or something like that. But because Cracker gets an extra 1k power, I unfortunately can't counter out of that. So I'm at 8. He swings 8 and I have exactly 8k counter in hand. I can't counter out of that. And this is where I'm starting to think, I really hope I draw a Gum Gum Giant off of life. No trigger, and both bricks. We're really in trouble here. Now he swings, I believe this is it's a 7 cost Big Mom, or 7k power Linlin from the starter deck. We can't counter out of, or we could counter out of this. So we do counter out of it with 2 cards in hand. And now he swings a 7 and we can't counter out. We get a 1k counter and we don't get the Gum Gum Giant. He gets the win. Props to him. This was an interesting matchup. I think I made, like I said, 2 major mistakes. One of being, I think the overall theme for me was just being greedy. I wanted to keep the Luffy Taro Sangoro combo alive, even though I probably should have just kept the Gum Gum Giant. That was the first mistake. And then the second mistake was not realizing that, hey, I could probably swing 11 for game and win it. But yeah, those were the 2 big mistakes, but credit to my opponent. They took advantage of my mistakes here. And yeah, shouts to them. Shouts to Katakuri, a very strong deck. I have such PTSD from Katakuri. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. Let me know any more things I missed in the comments or any other tips. Thanks, and see you next time.